going on, everybody? This is Jake, PDGA 115287. Just recently got a little extra time on my hands, suffered a little injury, so wintertime I figured it'd be a good time to start doing some video series. So right now I'm going to do a little update on the in the bag, what I'm going with for 2019 so far. This is a very much bag in progress, so don't take this as everything's set in stone. I'm still working disc in, working disc out, seeing what I like and what I don't like and what I want to throw next year. So I'm going to start off with my favorite part of the disc, mid-range section. So right now I'm currently got 4 in my bag, and I'll go over them with you. So first off, Buzz OS. Great disc. I've had this Super Color Buzz for a while. Really good disc right here. Like this one a lot. Wanted something a little bit more stable for throwing some hyzer shots, hyzer spikes, stuff like that. So I just recently picked this up. This Z-top is super prime. It's gummy. Pretty way more gummy than most of the other Z-tops I have. And it's still decently new. I haven't even yet to break it in a whole lot, so I've had a few rounds with this, but I'm really liking this. Next one, cannot speak enough about this one. This is another new disc in my bag, but it is definitely going to be a new staple. This one I don't see leaving my bag, and that is the MJ Comet. This one I picked up, probably a little over a month ago. I had recently been throwing a Meteor. This actually isn't my normal Meteor. I throw an ESP version, which is, I feel like it's a little bit smaller diameter in this, a little less stable. I just don't have it on me right now, so. But this Comet is replacing the Meteor. Love this disc. First throw I did was like just a little 250-yard shot. Never threw a Comet before, so first throw with it was just perfectly straight. Probably 20 feet short of the basket, and just easy birdie. So I can't say enough about this right here. Definitely one of my favorites. I have a kind of little tweener disc. You might see a couple of these. I play a lot of woods and stuff like that, so I kind of rely on my fairway drivers and mids a lot. So another disc I have is the Impact. Really good disc. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's got kind of that cross stitching texture right there. This is a super easy disc to throw. Pretty understable, I will tell you that much, but you don't have to use much power or anything with this, and it will hold most of your lines for you. So I like this. It throws really straight shots too, so if you want something with a good amount of glide and just decently straight with no fade, this is a good one to go. Before I go up, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go into my putters. Now, I carry 3 Gateway Voodoos. This one's just a regular soft. I was using this for putting a little bit. The texture is a little bit too hard, a little slick, so I kind of started turning this into an approach putter. I'd still go with a little bit softer plastic though. I'm not a big fan of the soft plastic, but good approach disc right here. And from there, I was using that as a putting. I still do use the Voodoo as a putter, putting putter. I actually have 2 identical super stupid soft. The SSS. I really like this. It's not, it's got a little flimsy to it, but it's not, it's not super bendy like I've heard a lot of people say. And I honestly, great feel in the hand, super grippy. Definitely a good putter right there. I thought about going to do some challengers, stuff like that, but this is kind of feeling good right now, so I'm just sticking with this. going on from there, I do have kind of another approach putter. This is another new gem in my bag. It's definitely another new staple. This is Glow Zone. This is the 2018 Ledgestone edition. Picked this up right around the same time I got my MJ Comet. Really good flick shot, really good putting into wind, super stable. This ESP is nice too. It glows pretty well, I will say that. I would definitely recommend doing a zone. You can do these on nice little flick hyzers. They'll come right back to the right. It's a strong fade right, so you know, if you kind of need to get yourself out of a little bind, I would highly suggest trying out a zone. Going up into my fairways, one thing I will like to say too is my arm speed, you know, could use a little bit, so I kind of do something a little bit different. I go kind of max weights for my putters and stuff like that, but then after that I slowly go down in increments as I'm going up in my speed. So my mids are like about 173-ish. Fairway drivers are 167, 170, and distance drivers are kind of 167 and below. That's just the way it works for me. That's what I like doing. It's the way I can get the disc to fly how they're supposed to. So, you know, grew up a predominantly forehand, getting the backhand going. So that's what I do. Now I want to get into the Archer. That's a good one too. Another very good understable. I've kind of gone back and forth between having this and the Impact in there. The Impact, like the Archer, is you know, very understable. This has definitely got a little less glide. It's a little bit more speed too, so you can kind of rip it a little bit more. Like I said, I'm not quite sure which I do like the Impact. I feel like it's pretty good for touch shots, and this might be kind of just more of a straight flyer, but I'm still kind of throwing them, so I'm kind of feeling them out. Another one, Stalker. This is another new one in my bag. I'm kind of getting used to it still. So I also have the Nova T-Bird, sorry. One thing, I'm trying to compare the two a little bit. I've always heard the Stalker was a little bit more understable, or stable I would say. To me it feels a little bit more overstable than the T-Bird. You know, like I said, I'm just getting used to throwing it, so I'm kind of messing around with it. I haven't really had a chance to throw it too many times, so that's just my first thoughts. So I'm kind of using it as a little bit more stable, overstable T-Bird. Here's another. The actual T-Bird I have. Nice star. Avery Jenkins. This one is pretty domey. It's also super bendy. This is a pretty gummy one. I used to have another one I lost in a pond this past fall. Unfortunately, it was the same star plastic, but it was actually a little bit thicker, or tougher mold, a little bit less flimsy plastic. So this one kind of flies a little bit differently to me. I'm not quite used to it yet, but still figuring it out compared to my other ones. All right, from there I'm just gonna go into my drivers. Kind of make this short and simple. I don't throw too many high-speed drivers just because, like I said, my arm is not fully up there. So one thing I do throw XS. And this is kind of, you know, a little bit of a tweener, but I do like this. It's understable. It's got a nice turn to the right. It'll come back to the left. This is a good one. It can help you get some good distance too. I believe it used to be the world record holder at one point too. Heat. Very understable disc, Z plastic. This is obviously non-roller. It'll go to the right. Long distance shot. You don't need much for this. Kind of took this out of my bag for a while. It's been going back in. So Vendor SS, another pretty understable one. This one is an ESP, older run, but it's nice. It's pretty broken in. Super gummy. nice and flimsy. Definitely like this one. And last but not least, I have the Champion Orc, which this one's another good one. I have this and a Firebird. Can climb a Firebird. I kind of use these two predominantly forehand. This Orc I'll use if I want a nice, flex forehand, super long tunnel. I have a couple holes at my main course that I use. It's a long one that you can't get there with a straight backhand. So I use a nice, super high flex forehand, and it just kind of goes back and dives right in. It's perfect for that. And then this one, obviously, Firebird, it doesn't really turn over too much, so I kind of use this for more of a straight one. It's going to dump right to the right. And after that, that is about it. So, again, guys, I'm just starting the series up, so just thought I'd give you a quick rundown and let you know what I have. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.